We have this extraordinary day, St. Patrick's Day, as a tiny country that is valued all across the world, that's celebrated all across the world. We have this one day we're in the shop window. Of course, we should send every minister, every junior minister across the globe to sell our country, to take advantage of this extraordinary opportunity.
I mean, this time around, there's no cabinet minister. Usually there's one or two, or even a junior minister left behind. I don't think there's anybody this year.
And you know what? The world will continue to spin on its axis, and the country will continue to run. But as I say, it's an extraordinary opportunity, and I think we should absolutely maximise it. And I have zero time for the kind of nonsense that's generally spouted about other.
They're all away in a jolly, and it's a great time.
And a junket. I think we need to sell the country, and we have this incredible opportunity. I think it would be remiss and stupid of us not to do so. Now, the point Ivana's making is a more nuanced one.
Yes.
In the context of the housing minister and what's going on at the moment. I'm not entirely persuaded by it, I have to say.
All right, well, let's listen to Ivana's
I'm putting the cart before the horse.
Why do you think,
You're getting
Ivana,
your retaliation early, Shane?
Darragh O'Brien is meant to go to, I think, Atlanta and Savannah next week to promote Ireland. Why do you think he should cancel that trip on this occasion?
Well, first of all, can I say I agree with Shane. I don't have any time for the sort of populist nonsense that says ministers shouldn't go abroad. Of course they should go abroad. Of course Global Ireland is a big opportunity. I've absolutely no difficulty with that. The reason why I made this call this evening is in the context of a decision made by government unexpectedly this week, where they just decided not to extend the eviction moratorium, with the result that we're going to see families, and I'm hearing already in my own constituency from families and individuals who are now going to be facing eviction notices. They're going to be facing a cliff edge of evictions starting from the 1st of April because the ban on evictions will have ended. And it was widely expected that government would extend the ban, even for a short number of months, to save people from that cliff edge. So it was unexpected when on Monday night and then Tuesday morning they announced that they would not extend the ban, and the Minister for Housing said instead they would bring forward other measures to support renters. What are these other measures? We've seen various kites flown about what they are. We know that the measures that are currently in place simply haven't been working. The tenant in situ scheme, where local authorities can buy houses from landlords who wish to sell in order to keep the tenants in their homes. That scheme has not worked. Our own council...
So he needs to be here at the helm, ensuring that all of those measures are put in place and put in place quickly.
Look, I wouldn't have suggested he should stay at home if the eviction ban were to be extended, if I thought there were policies being put in place by government now that would work to keep families out of homelessness. But the reality is, from 31st March, people are going to be facing evictions. You know, he has said there is a range of measures he's going to be bringing forward. Well, let's see him work on those. Let's see some flesh put on the bones of the proposals that are being made, which are good proposals, some of them. They're very welcome. But let's see how is he going to do that? Because the tenant in situ scheme, to put it this way, Dublin City Council, so far this year, only 7 houses have been bought by Dublin City Council under the tenant in situ scheme.
In January and February. That was when I spoke to him yesterday. He said that's 7 that were closed in January.
That were closed. There's 173 in process.
Yeah.
But that's in the context of 11,754 people on the homeless list currently. A record number, the highest since records began. This is not a time for the minister to be on a midnight train to Georgia or, let's put it this way. There's 9 ministers going to the US for Patrick's Day. Georgia is not, I would have thought, the top priority. And I think there are other priorities now as families are facing homelessness and as we see that cliff edge and a tsunami of evictions likely. And not opposition spokespersons are not saying this. This is coming from homeless charities saying this is going to be disastrous.